Hello, student. Today we will discuss regarding the gross anatomy of the tongue. Tongue, as you know, is a conical muscular organ and it is situated within the oral cavity, and it is the first visible parts of the alimentary tract. In fact, it is the mirror of the alimentary tract, and being a conical muscular organ, it has an apex, a base, two lateral sides and you see this part is the root of the tongue. Okay, this is the root of the tongue, this is the base of the tongue, this is the apex of the tongue, and this part is the two lateral surface sides of the tongue, and this is the under surface of the tongue. This part is towards the upper incisor teeth, and it has one dorsal surface. You can see here, this is the dorsal surface and the inferior surface. This is also the inferior surface. Okay, that is the under surface of the tongue. Now tongue is attached with the epiglottis through one median epiglottic fold and two lateral epiglottic folds, okay, to the posterior pharyngeal walls, and the part present by the side of the two one median epiglottic fold and the lateral epiglottic fold, that is by the side of the epiglottis, it terms as the vallicula. Okay, now before describing the different parts of the tongue, we should concentrate regarding the mucous membrane of the tongue. Mucous membrane of the tongue is firmly adherent to the anterior 2/3 part of the tongue of the dorsal surface, and in the other parts it is loosely adherent. Okay, now first of all we just discussed regarding the dorsal surface of the tongue. Dorsal surface of the tongue has been divided into two parts, anterior 2/3 part and the posterior 1/3 part, which also terms as the pre-sulcal part, because it is divided by a sulcus which coming from a foramen, that is the name of the foramen cecum, which represent the median thyroid rudiment of the thyroglossal duct, from which the sulcus comes forwards up to the lateral margin of the tongue, and this anterior 2/3 parts terms as the pre-sulcal or the oral part of the tongue, and the posterior 1/3, which is situated behind this sulcus terminalis, terms as the post-sulcal part or the pharyngeal part of the tongue. In the anterior 2/3 part of the tongue, the mucous membrane is firmly adherent to the underlying parts, and it has several features. The most important features is the papilla. So what is the papilla? Papilla is the projections of the mucous membrane containing the corium or the lamina propria, which consisting of the blood vessels, nerve supply, as well as the glands, and these papillary projections are of different types. So there are several types of papilla has been features in the anterior 2/3 part of the dorsal surface of the tongue. Let's start with the biggest papilla, that is the valid papilla, and this valid papilla has one truncated broad base and grooved side part. Okay, it is about 8 to 12 in number, and it is present in a row just in front of the sulcus terminalis, and this valid papilla has grooved side wall. Okay, and you see here this grooved side wall, this part is called the valley. Okay, and you see the wall is enriched with the taste buds. Okay, the taste buds is present in enormous number surrounding this valid papilla, and this valid papilla has some afferent gustatory nerve fibers, and you see here it receives the ducts of the glands, which are the named as the serous glands, which names as the von Ebner's glands. When the food is chewed within the mouth, these serous glands secretes the secretions and poured within it to make the food soluble, so the taste can be better perceived by these afferent fibers. Okay. Now the second type of papilla is the fungiform papilla. You see, these fungiform papilla are present by the lateral surface of the tongue. It has got one broad base but not as broad as the valid papilla. Okay, and it is highly vascular in nature. Okay, and it is more pronounced in case of the rabbit. And you see, there are some groove like parts impressions by the lateral side of the tongue. These are the foliate papilla. Both type of papilla are enriched with the taste buds, and the rest of the tongue has some filiform projections which is called the papilla simplex, and it is devoid of taste buds, and it has merely presence of the for the surface projections, so that the food can be betterly felt. Okay, now all these are the different types of papilla. Now just concentrate what is the root of the tongue. You see here, this part is the root of the tongue. This is the root of the tongue. It is present below the under surface of the tongue from the symphysis menti up to the hyoid bones, and it formed by the lower fibers of the genioglossus muscles. If we just revert the tongue, we can see the under surface of the tongue. In the under surface of the tongue, in the middle part, there is a mucus projections that is called the frenulum linguae, and this frenulum linguae contains the submandibular glands and the papilla and the opening of the sublingual duct. Okay, and you see here, by the sides of this frenulum linguae there are two another mucus projections. Okay, which contains the deep lingual vein of the profunda linguae veins. Okay, and these form the sublingual fold. This frenulum linguae is a mucus folds which connects the under surface of the tongue to the root of the tongue. Okay, and if it is becomes shortened, it forms the tongue tie. Now regarding the lateral surface of the tongue, if you see here, there are two arches present. One is palatopharyngeal arches, another is the palatoglossal arch. These palatoglossal arch, which contains the palatoglossal muscles, is attached to the lateral surface of the tongue at the anterior 2/3 and the posterior 1/3 of the tongue. Okay, so the lateral margin receives the attachment of the palatoglossal duct. Now we know something regarding the taste buds. I have told you the taste buds are present in the different papillas and the different parts of the oral cavity, mainly the dorsal surface of the tongue, the anterior surface of the epiglottis, the posterior dorsal surface of the tongue, the posterior surface of the epiglottis and the posterior pharyngeal walls, as well as the soft palate in the upper part. Soft palates, there is presence of the taste buds, but there is no presence of the taste buds in the under surface of the tongue and the posterior to 1/3 part of the tongue, where the mucous membrane is loosely present. Okay, now posterior 1/3 of the tongue, where the mucous membrane is loosely present, there is absence of papilla. Rather than there is presence of some lymphoid tonsils, lymphoid follicles. Okay, and these lymphoid follicles are termed as the lingual tonsils, which consist of groups of lymphocytes and one duct present in the middle of this lymphocytic tonsils, which receives the lymphocytes to combat the first defense mechanisms to provide the obnoxious organisms received by the oral cavity. Okay, so these are the features of the posterior surface of the tongue. Now come to the taste bud. I have told you where are the situation of the taste bud. Taste buds are consisting of some elongated modified epithelial cells. Okay, and they are just arranged like the pieces of the orange. Okay, some of these taste buds contains the afferent gustatory nerve fibers, and some of these are devoid of those nerve fibers. The cells which are devoid of those nerve fibers are the supporting cells, and the cells which receives these sensory nerve fibers are the sensory cells. Okay, and all those cells pour their secretions within the gustatory pores. Okay,